Welcome back, Cardboard Warriors. How's everybody doing out there today? So we got the Pioneer Challenger decks in. These things are awesome. Watchy really, I think, hit a home run on these. I think they did a great job with them. So we've been opening them up. I already did the video for the Mono Red Burn. Now we're going to do Azorius Spirits next. This deck is just, it's really cool. Azorius Flyers is one of my favorite decks out there, so I was excited to see this one. We'll see what's in here. It's pretty much Azorius Flyers, but more spirit based. So there's a lot of stuff that goes along with that whole spirit tribal concept. So we're going to open it and check it out, and check out the description below. There's a lot of good links, a lot of good sale links on Amazon and stuff right now. Jumpstart boxes are below $100 on Amazon, directly from Wizards Coast. And also Modern Horizons 2 is under $200 right now. It's $199.99 for a box, shipped on Amazon directly from Wizards Coast, and that's unbelievable deal because it's such a good set. But also a lot of other links that'll save you money, get you cash back and everything. So this is the Azorius Spirits deck. Now they did the same stupid thing they did with the last the standard Challenger decks this year, and they just kind of glued them down here to where you can open these without pulling the tab. As long as you open them slowly, you can reseal them. So be very wary buying these at like Walmarts and Targets and stuff where they allow returns, because somebody can obviously take the cards out, just reseal it back down, and you won't ever know. So what? Look at that seal really carefully if you do decide to buy one of these from a retail outlet. It's very scary. I really wish Wizards would, get a little bit of common sense going and stop doing that, because it's so easy to reseal. All right, so here's your divider, which got the box artwork on it. It's really cool. And we got, just leave it over there. This is the little blurb. It's kind of disappointing. It's just a little advertisement for the 4 decks, and then on the back it's just got the Stonecoil Serpent. I really wish they would put individual ones in each one with the deck list for that deck on it, so you can rebuild the deck after you decide to upgrade it and stuff. But anyways, let's break in here. Oh, this has got a pull tab. Did the other one have a pull tab? I just didn't notice it. Oh, not that it works. Oh, that made it worse. Oh, terrible. All right, well, I guess it doesn't matter if the other one had one, because it wouldn't have worked anyway. All right, here we go. So here's the main deck. As you can see right on top, we got a Brazen Burrower. Only one. They went a little bit cheap on that, but for the most part, they did put a lot of value in these. They're worth a lot more than they're selling for currently. Of course, those prices have been going down ever since they released these, because they reprinted a lot of these cards in here. So, but I think over time these decks are all going to go back up. So I grabbed a few sets of them, so I'm going to hold on to them. Hopefully I'm right about that, because there is some really good staple cards in these. So anyways, Brazen Burrower on top, and then we got Mausoleum Wanderer, 2 of those. I think they probably should have put 4 of those in there, but I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not really familiar with the Spirit version of this deck, so I don't know how many copies of each thing people run. I just do the Azorius Flyers version of it. So anyways, next up we got the Remorseful Cleric, 2 of those. A Selfless Spirit, all the way back from Eldritch Moon. A lot of Eldritch Moon in here. So then we got Rattle Chains from Shadows over Innistrad, 4 of those. We got Shacklegeist from M21, great card, 3 of those. We got a Supreme Phantom from M19, 4 of those. Spell Queller, promo card, 2 of those. Glacial Fortress from Ixalan. Now, there's only 2 of these, and I think that was kind of an oversight. I really think there should have been 4 of these in here. And I definitely recommend, if you're going to get this deck and then upgrade it, put 2 more Glacial Fortresses in there, because it's such a good dual land. It comes into play untapped as long as you've already got an island or a plains out. Temple of Enlightenment. Now, they did put 4 of these in here, which I really think they should have done it backwards. 4 of the fortresses, 2 of the temples, because the temples do come into play tapped. You get to scry one, which is nice, but you're losing a turn on your mana that way, and this is supposed to be a fast deck. So I would personally take out the temples and put 2 more Glacial Fortresses and maybe some other dual lands that come into play untapped. I think the fast lands or something. So, anyways, if they're legal in this format, I think they are. Anyways, next up we got Spectral Sailor. We got 4 of those. Great card for Azorius Flyers or Azorius Spirits. Watcher of the Spheres. Again, both decks have to have 4 copies of that. And the Empyrean Eagle. Both decks need to have 4 copies of that. So great cards that they put in here. I love the fact they did play sets in this one. So even though those cards are uncommons, those are really important staples for the Azorius combos. So, all right, and then we got our basic lands. Plains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Islands 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then we got our counter spells. We got Lofty Denial, 4 of those, and then 2 Spell Pierces. Wait, was that 4? Yeah, that was 4. All right, so the Azorius Spirits tends to run a lot of counter spells. The Azorius Flyers tends to be more aggro. I don't like counter spells. That's why I prefer to run Azorius Flyers. So I don't like having counter spells played against me. I usually scoop if I get counter spelled a couple times in a row. But so I'm not gonna be a control issue freak and run counter spells against other people. I kind of practice what I preach. So next up we got the sideboard, which we got Isolate, 1 of those. I think the one's kind of, what are you gonna do with 1? Come on. Aether Gust, we got 1, 2, 3 of those. Seal Away, 1, 2 of those. You got your other 2 Spell Pierces. Devout Decrees, 1 of those. A Silk Wrap, 2 of those. Light of Hope, they got 2 in the sideboard. I would main board these. I think this is one of the most versatile utilitarian cards that has come out in the past several years. I love this card for one mana, and you get to either gain 4 life, which is going to help you live for another turn or 2, destroy a target enchantment that's causing you problems, or put a 1/1 counter on target creature at instant speed. The card's so good. I just love that card. So I run 4 of those in the main deck in my Azorius Flyers deck because it's just so good. There's so many situations it works in. Oh, look, we got 2 more Isolates. Okay. I don't know why they split them up. That's weird. So there's your sideboard. Again, just like I said with the Mono Red Burn, I think the sideboard is probably the weakest part of the deck. It definitely needs some major upgrades there. And I'd probably recommend, if you're going to go this more control route with the spirits, I would recommend probably putting more Brazen Borrowers in here because it's just such a good card. And it's a double card. You get the Unsummon that slows down your opponent and takes care of a threat for a turn. But also you get a flyer out of it, which helps with everything else in the deck. So really good card for the deck. So I would probably recommend, if you're going this control route, to add more Brazen Burrowers in there. Plus some other upgrades, but we'll get into that maybe in another video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think what you would do as far as upgrading this deck to make it really competitive. One thing I like about the Pioneer format is that all these decks can easily be transitioned into a modern deck as well. So my particular LGS that I play at most of the time doesn't do a Pioneer night, but they do a modern night. So you could grab one of these decks and kind of easily convert it to a modern deck with just a few upgrades and actually be able to be somewhat competitive, I think. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Check out the description below. My email address is down there, and my actual address is down there if you want to send me something open on camera. My eBay link is down there. My Patreon's down there. The Patreon really helps out. If you want to support the channel, don't mind throwing a couple bucks a month just to help out. The Patreon's awesome, and patrons do get free stuff once in a while whenever I get giveaways. I give it to patrons. I don't give it away on the channel. I do it to patrons because they're helping support the channel. So if you want some free stuff once in a while, sign up for the Patreon and get in there. And you also get a discount on singles if you're a patron too. So all right, so thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye.